Hi, welcome to Midweek camera roll number 14. It's not going to be a long one, this one, because I've only got 20 pictures to show you. I have been busy with my photography. I've done quite a few videos, but in terms of just going out with the camera, which I never do, you know. The reason I normally take the camera out is because I'm doing a vlog. And I think for me, YouTube is the medium for showcasing my images. I have tried Facebook and I have tried Instagram. I've got an Instagram account. But I'll post a picture on Instagram and I'll get 3 or 4 likes. Mostly from my family. I don't know the algorithms for Instagram, you know. It doesn't really work for me. Nonetheless, I find YouTube is a great medium, obviously because I do the vlogging, but equally I can do these midweek camera rolls and just kind of showcase those few images. So what did I get up to? I was down the coast doing the ND filter stuff, and as I was driving back, there was a fabulous rainbow. So I got a couple of shots of the rainbow, and I went down to Liddon Hill to get my annual pass. I don't have it here to show you, but I'm looking forward to the new season of motor racing down at Liddon Hill this year. And so I got a couple of shots from there for no other reason than something looked nostalgic. And then the last batch of pictures will be from, I went out with Georgia, and I didn't vlog, but I did take my camera. So we went down to Folkestone, and basically she had an assignment to do self-portraiture in the vein of Vivian Mayer, which is reflections of yourself in windows or reflections of your shadows. So I captured a few shots around Folkestone, but also captured a few shots of Georgia. So let's have a look at these 20 pictures. The first one then is from Liddon Hill. Now what I'm going to do, you're just going to have me minimized somewhere up here, and I'll just zip through the 20 pictures and just talk you through the processes. They have this, just outside where they have the eatery, and you can see the benches and things. They have these lovely old Gulf petrol pumps. As you can see on the side, it says, contains lead. I don't think they've ever been used, but it's more for aesthetic purposes. It's the food bay. I can just see the sign. And they've got this old ice cream van on a pre-1963 registration. If I can zoom in, I think it's called an Albion. I've never heard of a truck called an Albion, but I like it. And I liked the old motorcycle and the pumps, so I actually took 2. This is the second one, kind of cropped in and took another shot, only using one of the petrol pumps in the shot. I could have just cropped the original picture, but I took 2 nonetheless. So as I said, I went down to Kingsdown to do the ND filter things, and there had been a storm. So as I'm driving back, the rain is just stopping, but you can see that the rain has passed, and I got this double rainbow. I thought, that is fabulous. First of all, I thought, is there a pot of gold to be had here? And the pot of gold is the photography, right? You're seeing the pot of gold. You're seeing the spectacular. The road is wet. The crops are just about to start, and the double rainbow. So I thought to myself, can I do a panorama of this? Because actually the rainbow was a complete arc. It looks fabulous. So this is handheld. I'm right by the side of the road. You know, what can I do here? So really it's just panning left to right, click, 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 click. A little out of perspective there with the telegraph pole looking like it's leaning, but it might actually be leaning, because if you look at the hedge, it's actually quite vertical, isn't it? So yeah, nice panorama of the double rainbow. So then what I thought I would do is compare the DSLR with the iPhone. So I whipped out the iPhone and I took this shot with the iPhone. I have no control over the settings, because obviously the iPhone just does what it wants to do. But you can see it's actually caught the rain coming down. So there was still rain. With the rain, let's compare the two. That's the DSLR, no rain clouds. Have I enhanced it? I probably have. There's the iPhone. Amazing, isn't it? It just gives us that deeper cloud colour. I love photography, and I love just comparing things. Then I forgot to mention this, I went down to the East Kent Railway at Shepway. I just thought, I'll have a meander around. I really was out with my camera. So despite what I said at the beginning, that I haven't been out with the camera, I actually just took the camera out and just had a walk around the old station, see if I could capture any old trains. And I think they're pre-season, so they're just about to start doing all their little runs from Shepherd's Well down to Eythorne. So we've got a DMU here, 2 carriages. Trains. We love trains, don't we? We've got an old shunter there. So I think do they use the shunter? I don't really know what they use at Eythorne, but certainly it looks like it's got a carriage attached to the end there. Charlie's purring away. Can you hear him? Every time I do a video, cat comes along. Yeah, quite nice. On the platform, they had this. Now, talk about nostalgia. It's an old milk float, and they've got the churns there. I thought, that's lovely. You know, an EV, electric vehicle. I had a job as a milkman in my very early days of career searching, and I drove an EV. Lovely. So I turned around on the platform, see the old carriages and the old signal box. I like it. It's a kind of a leading line of the track going down there. So then me and Georgia went into town. She again was doing her assignment. So this first batch of pictures is just architecture, bearing in mind that I'd recently done my brutalist architecture video. And stop it, Windows alerting me. That when you do things, when you've gone out and done videos, as I do, you have these things fresh in your mind. You know, what did you last do? So when I'm back in town, I'm naturally drawn to taking pictures of buildings. Now, I could turn these black and white, but I didn't want to. I thought the starkness here of the brickwork and the blue surrounding it, it just caught my eye. And I do these things. I'll zoom in rather than just take a picture of the whole building. Because for me, it's the aspect. And, you know, aspect photography. It's lovely. Walking a little further down. Now, I had swapped over lenses with Georgia because her one was, it was jamming as you were trying to do the zoom. And so I'm using her lens, but I'm using manual focus. This is why I rely on autofocus most of the time, because my own eyesight, looking through the viewfinder with my specs on, is it giving me the true focus? I don't know. Stop it, cat. It's moving the camera. So anyway, the coloured building, slightly out of focus, but I'm including it here. And then turning around down Rendezvous Street, I loved that corner building, you know, going round. I actually took this as a pano, because if I did it at 18mm, I wouldn't be able to zoom in, so I've done it as a portraiture pano. I think there's 3 shots in there. Yeah, a little bit of urban exploration there. So then, because I'm with Georgia, I thought I'll see if I can capture, throughout the whole session, can I capture any shots of her while she's doing her assignment? So if you're watching, Georgia, the next couple of shots are of you. So apologise if you don't want them up here. But here she is, capturing a shot of her silhouette going down the stairs. I think it went across 3 stairs and then across a level. I don't have the picture of what she was taking, but I thought I'm going to capture a couple of shots of Georgia. We were then looking down. So this is probably the building that I was taking the picture of earlier, that I was behind her while she's taking this shot, and her silhouette is going down the stairs. But I thought, oh, the red hair. It's like having your own private subject for street photography. So there she is again. She's taking a shot of her silhouette cast down, because the sun is behind her, onto the water. And it's all the angles and the straight lines. It's a nice shot, actually. But that's what she's taking a picture of. I took that picture of her taking that picture of her. This is where we can get confusing, right? So then, thinking about Vivian Mayer, I myself took a window reflection shot. Ah, dear. She was a great photographer, Vivian Mayer, wasn't she? And only discovered after her death because she wasn't in the public eye. But it really does enable us to be inspired. I think there are other photographers that have done this over time, but yeah, we can capture the essence of Vivian Mayer by doing window images. I thought, what's it like in black and white? So there it is, with its grain and everything. So these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 then, because we're walking around, I thought I'll just capture the essence of Folkestone on a Saturday afternoon, which would be basically all the people of Folkestone. So this first shot, Folkestonites, here they are. I was going to give them names then. I thought that would be fun. But it's the seafront, it's the harbour. There are always seagulls. And Georgia was taking a shot of herself in this window reflection, so I'm just sat on the side waiting for her. Saw the old boy looking at his phone. I thought, yeah, capture that, street photography. Again, it's all these, it's the arsenal, isn't it? It's what have you got in your ammunition? You know what I mean. What have you got available to you to be able to take photographs of many, many things? That sounds like Jeremy Clarkson then. Many, many things in the world. So, of course, architecture, aspects, street photography, here, landscapes with the rainbows. It's just always there. Let me encourage you, get out with your camera and take lots of pictures of everything. Become a photographer of things, like me. So walking on just a little from there was the fish and chip shops, traditional fish and chips. And we're talking, it was the first Saturday of March. So where are we now? We're mid-March and I'm doing this video. So it was only last Saturday. Sun was out. It was like 14 degrees and all the people, it was great to see. It was lovely to see all the people out and they're all queuing up for their chish and fips. And it's traditional. Fresh local fish from the harbour, right? Bob's Fish, whatever it's called. Bob's Seafood. He's a little blurred. I can't work out why. Maybe he was moving and I had a slow shutter speed because everything else is in focus. Funny that. Again, I was using George's broken lens, so not bad for a broken lens. Bob's Seafood. And then you've got Chummy's, which is also a seafood little restaurant. And you've got the fountain and all the people gathering. It's actually really nice. It's a communal feeling. And I loved the day just going out, seeing all the people. We went down to the harbour arm, took loads of pictures of all the activities there. And they had a live band. And it's a girl band playing. I thought I'll get one shot. Again, the blurry lens, but that's what you do, isn't it? You just get out there and take shots. I was quite enamoured with the fact that we've got a left-handed drummer, so the hi-hat is on her right. She's hitting that way. Normally, as a right-handed, you're hitting the hi-hat on that side. I'm a big fan of Joe English, who was in Paul McCartney and Wings, and he was an open-handed drummer. So he would have it set up for a right-hand kit, but being left-handed, he'd hit a hi-hat with his left hand and the snare with his right. But she's doing it that way. An all-girl band, and my word, they were great. They really played well, and the singer was good, and the sound was just balanced and perfect. That sounds like I'm a misogynist. I'm not. I'm not saying they were good because they were women. They were just good. I shall retract that comment. The band was excellent. Anyway, so there you go. That's the short run of midweek camera roll number 14. I have been asked if I could do a video for post-processing, and I've not been out this week to do any videos or any shooting. So it may well be that the video coming out on Sunday, if I don't get out, then I will have done a post-processing video of a shot or two, just to show you how I process some of my images. There's quite a process steps that I go through to convert my original image into one that I can display in my videos. I think that's the best way to mention it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. I nearly said drive with care then. I've got it in my head. The kind of like the speeches that I do. Just thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.